Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Monday night game of Mutants and Masterminds, also known as Cape City Chronicles, or unless you're one of the other players, it's Homeless Heroes. But we like Cape City Chronicles better. So before we jump into tonight's game and hand it off to Gerald to go ahead and see what kind of adventure and mishap and shenanigans and chaos and stuff our current players can cause, I got to give my typical shout out to Roll20, which is what you see in the middle of the screen there. Allows you to keep track of what we're doing, share some artwork in which we're using, as well as allow our players to have a little bit of immersion knowing what kind of battle situations they've got to deal with. Hey, there's a bad guy behind you, you can turn around and smack him. Also, shout out to Hero Forge, which currently none of us are using, but we do use it on our other games. Hero Forge is a website you can go to create custom miniatures. Anything from the 23mm up to 6 inches if you want to have them delivered to your house. You can also get the program if you got a 3D printer at home. If you're a subscriber to Hero Forge, you can create a digital copy that you can use in your digital games, such as Roll20, Fantasy Grounds, or the Founder, I believe is the other one. If you're watching us on Twitch, we have a few things to take into consideration. Down below, next to our bio, we have a link to Extra Life that runs year-long. So any point in time throughout the year, when you can and when you'd like to, you can give to the Extra Life campaign for the Children's Miracle Network as well as Children's Hospitals. We also have a link down below next to that. It's for Roll Hit Die website. Currently under construction due to all the changes we've had over the last several months. But the shop is still active, so if you want to go in there and get you a bit of swag with one of our symbols on it or something from one of our shows, such as our Army Corps shirt for our Armadillo superhero from our previous Mutants and Masterminds game, or the symbol at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Let's see, if you're watching us on Twitch, you can see right down next to the chat bar, looks like a little bubble. We call that a chaos bubble. Unfortunately, currently for our Mutants and Masterminds games, there's nothing you can spend that on, but you can collect points to cause chaos in any of our D&D style games, whether it be 5th edition or 3.5. Once we actually have something set up to cause chaos in any of our other games, we will let you know at that particular point in time. We do have two sponsors that we have to worry about right now. First and foremost, we have W Energy. You can go to w.gg. W Energy is a good manufacturing practice certified powder formulated to give you focus without the jitters or crash. Has no calories, no sugar, and also no fillers. Use the code ROLLHITDIE at checkout to get 10% off of your purchase. Our other sponsors, Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle is a website that sells games, ebooks, software, and other digital products. Their mission is to support charity while providing awesome content. Once again, use the code ROLLHITDIE to let them know where you heard about them. That's humblebundle.com. And those are our two sponsors. So go check those folks out. Another shout out, not technically a sponsor, but we have had games that we've ran through them through our program, is GUICube. If you've not had a chance to check out GUICube, go to GUICube.com. It's a world that was created several years ago by the company and expanded upon over the last several years by the community. So you never know. You might have a DM out there that's got this favorite tavern they love using in every one of their games, or an NPC they use in every one of their games. And you go check out GUICube, you might actually find it in that world, the world of Zaathe. I currently have a few characters in there. Anybody who's watched any of our past programs knows Shadrick Dagar, a drow with a mysterious agenda. Has actually showed up in the Red Star Rising campaign, which is currently book 5 is out now, or chapter 5 is out now, and eventually we will jump back into that once we kind of figure out who's going to come back to the game and who wants to join into the game. But once we find that out, you'll be the first to know. As far as that's concerned, unless anybody else has any particular announcements they'd like to throw out, I'll go ahead and hand it off to you, Gerald.
Well, all right. Welcome, everybody. Hope everything's been good since last you saw us. A few new faces joining us this evening, and we will get to them as the game progresses. But we're going to start off in an abandoned subway tunnel in Cape City. And in that tunnel, we find Lucas Wheeler and Keeney. And they have been fixing things up Everybody who's been part has been working down there, fixing things up. They've uh, had their feelers out looking for uh, people roaming around in a white van, snatching people off the street, which is how they ended up with superpowers. But it's also how they ended up imprisoned on an island, and they're trying to spare other people the same fate.
Homeless people are people too.
So,
No need to experiment on us.
people are people. So, uh, as you get up this morning, and it's morning, whatever time morning is for you, um, as you wake up and start your day, you notice that Kenny Starson and Sammy are not around. This is not normally newsworthy. People wander in and out. People kind of go about their own business with their own agendas. It's not a big deal. Except you don't remember seeing either one of them yesterday either.
Yeah.
And now potentially it becomes a concern.
They say anything to
What?
you?
No, no. I think the best place to probably first check is the beach.
I mean, if we're looking for Sammy, I mean, he tends to want to head that direction.
Yeah, and I mean, Kenny might be wanting to sit on another outhouse
Mhm.
or public restroom.
Well, I mean, has been some time. You don't think they got caught again, do you?
I hope not, but maybe we should go check, see if anyone else has seen.
Well, sure. Throw on my typical clothing, the hoodie and the old army jacket.
Yep.
Okay.
What do you think we should try first? Which beach? The one he lived at, or one closer?
Yeah, the one he lived at.
All right. Have we explored the tunnels enough to find exits that might be closer to said locations?
I'll say yes. I will actually. I will ask for a skill check of some kind. What skill do you think would be best for finding your way through subway tunnels, sewer tunnels, whatever you're connected to?
Well, the only thing I can think of right now, maybe streetwise or. Well, that's the only thing I can think of. Because we don't have a survival or nothing like that. Does that work
All
for
right.
you?
Give me a streetwise. Actually, I'll let one of you assist the other one, whoever has the higher bonus.
I will assist.
Okay.
Are you sure your bonus
so
is not
roll-
higher than mine?
I have a 2.
Okay, well, mine has doubled that, so.
Well, I mean, you're doing pretty good. So, can you go ahead and give me a roll and see if you bump that up?
Okay.
At this point, you definitely know a route, but how long does it take? All right. So you know a way that gets you really, really close to the beach where Sammy used to stay,
Mm.
where he had his little stash. When you guys got out and went around to all his spots.
Mhm.
So you go down to the beach and you walk around, and you don't see him. Are you going to ask around or?
Let's see.
I mean,
you're
there's
more
people
there.
charismatic than I am, are you not?
Oh, no. I am not more charisma.
You don't have a presence at all?
Let me see. What is my presence? Nope, I don't have a presence.
All right, well, I guess that's what we'll do. We'll just start asking if they've seen the crazy guy that lives down on the beach recently.
Okay.
And And of course, keep our eyes peeled for any, people dressed like the people we dealt with on the island,
Mm-hmm.
or anybody
And
else.
occasionally, once in a while, I might ask, Have you seen a crocodile around?
Giant ass crocodile might be running about 200 miles an hour.
Well, they do
Yeah.
say they're pretty fast in a straight run.
Yeah, I mean, pretty deadly in a sprint.
Yeah.
You spend how long are you going to spend on the beach before you sort of rotate out to something else?
Maybe
2 hours.
I was gonna say maybe a couple hours might be a good idea to spend.
Okay. You spend a couple of hours and you don't come up with anyone who has seen him recently. Now, there are people who have seen him and they say, oh, yeah, I saw him last week, but you were probably there with him at that time, or at least he showed back up.
Yeah, because we knew where his location was last week. Well, this is a bust. Did he keep anything hidden on this beach? I can't remember.
Well, he did have his lean-to, but
I'm sure we checked that first thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you came with him, he dug some stuff up and took it.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
Okay, look.
I hate to do this. I will sniff the air and see if I can pick up his scent.
Okay, make me a perception check.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I keep forgetting about that.
That's all right. There's just somebody smoking something nearby. We know it's not him.
You don't really pick up anything that you identify as being Sammy related.
Yeah, I mean, close. The smell of that cheap stuff that those kids got over there is not. It's kind of messing with my senses. Well, I mean, where else why don't we check some of the food shelters? I don't.
That's a good idea. I mean, Kenny might be near one of those.
So we'll start
there is
making our way.
Donatello's. There's Donatello's, the seafood place that I believe
Gives food.
Yeah, they give food between lunch and dinner time.
Okay, and we're close to that time period.
You're actually it's about lunchtime at this point. You got up and you kind of got around and you noticed that they aren't there, so you went looking for them. You spent a couple hours on the beach, so it's about lunchtime. You could probably hit somewhere else. It would be early for someone to go there.
Hit some of the places that missions give out food.
Mm-hmm.
And
usual haunts, the places we've always hit before. We know what we're looking for. We've all been there.
Yeah. Yeah. So
you
check some of them out.
Yeah, you go to one of the missions with it's like a soup kitchen kind of thing. That it's fall. It's a warming shelter and they give food and they're not real pushy about anything. So a lot of folks go there. And you go and you see familiar faces. You see people that and would recognize either of the people you're looking for, but you don't see them.
That's the ones we know and the last time they seen them, and we're just kind of curious.
Kenny, they have not seen for a while. Sammy was in here yesterday.
When was that?
It was lunchtime yesterday.
Oh. Well, he didn't say anything to us about going to lunch.
Don't know. I don't know. I mean,
do you know
usually
what direction he went when he left?
I,
Did he
I
say or do or anything like that?
he said something about going to the beach.
Did he specify? I mean, beach is kind of long.
Yeah, he did not specify anything. He just said the beach.
Appreciate it. How's the lunch
Actually,
today?
I think he might have said get in the water instead. I'm not sure. It's pretty good. It's Salisbury steak. Um, but the potatoes I think are real potatoes. If not, the mix is lumpy. But all in all, it's pretty good.
All right. Well, if
I
he's
think
going,
we should eat before we go down to
I was
Donatello.
gonna say if he's going to the water, we're not gonna find him. Well, I'm not gonna find him.
I can try, but
But nobody's seen Kenny.
No one here.
well, you know,
Hopefully, nobody killed Kenny. That'd be a shame.
Bastards.
yeah, yeah, and well, he was kind of freaked out uh, about the lizard people.
You mean you guys?
Well, yeah, I mean when he saw me turn into one.
I mean, I was kind of freaked out when I saw it too, and I let my claws grow out a little bit and go back in.
Yeah,
All right. Well, let's go ahead and eat. I will
yeah,
sniff my plate before I eat it to
and
see if I
I'm
pick up the scent of anything foreign that should not be in there.
And
and
you have analytical, right?
Uh, yeah, I think so. Yes, analytical on the sense of smell.
Yep. You don't detect any sort of anything that would be like a tranquilizer or anything like that.
All right. Food safety.
I just have the danger sense
Yeah, food.
Doesn't
attached to my
feel
smell.
inherently dangerous. I mean, there's certainly some cholesterol concerns, but
I don't think Keeney would really care about that.
probably not. Yeah. So the danger sense is not kicking in.
Yeah,
So we'll finish our food, and I guess you want to head back towards the docks or the water or something like that, and do your own search because I think you got that ability, don't you?
oh well, about what?
I don't know. You can swim, right?
Oh yeah, I mean I was gonna get into the water, but let's go to Donatello's first just to see if they appeared there. Then we can go off. I can get into the water.
All right. We'll make our way down the toes.
Okay.
Keep, of course, the head on the swivel situation. Keep an eye out for suspicious people and vehicles.
Yes.
I'm a little paranoid now.
Uh, so as you
Right.
go to Donatello's, excuse me, as you are walking up, uh, you see that one of you went to Donatello's last time, right?
Yes.
At least one of you.
Yes.
The Lupone's floral delivery van that you saw last time, as you are walking up, you see it driving away. And as you go back to the place they usually put the food out, there is no food. There's no food, no plates, no trash cans where anything's been thrown away out there.
All right. Do we smell
Is
any?
there anyone around?
There is like as you walk up, you see one person walking away, like hands in their pocket, head down, looking kind of, a little
Hey,
upset.
hey, hey, what happened?
They said they weren't giving anything out today.
Oh,
It's a little unusual.
Like we showed up and we were standing there, and someone just came out and said there's nothing today. And I don't know, they put a bunch of stuff in a van, a flower van, and nothing for us.
hey,
Would you recognize? Did you get a good look at what they put in the van?
Edie has
There's like
started
those metal
running.
trays,
Where
like
the
those
hell are you
aluminum
going?
trays.
He's running after the van.
Dang, he's fast
you know,
for a little guy.
yeah, short legs and all that energy keeps it, to be young again. Thanks for the info. I'll wait till he turns and then I will take
Yeah.
off. I'm kidding.
I think you move
Okay.
faster than Keeney,
Yes,
but
probably.
How fast does Keeney move? What's
uh,
his?
I'm 8 miles an hour.
Okay. It does not like you. You keep pretty much pace with the van until it gets to the main street.
Hmm.
But as soon as it turns onto the main street, it's going considerably faster than you are.
As I'm
It does
following, I'm
occasionally get
trying.
out to the light.
Yeah. I'm just following, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm kind of following close enough so that um, Lucas can see me as he's following. So, because I know he's faster than me, so he can take off.
So how fast does Lucas move?
That's what I'm trying to find here. 60 miles an hour.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, you can definitely catch up to him if you want to.
Seems to be the plan that Kenny had going, but I don't think I've got the strength to snatch him up as I'm running.
No, I mean, give me a moment and I can follow you. But
And by now I would know that.
yeah,
All right, so then I will I will take off running and try to keep up with the van. I will.
All right.
How to do this? You say it went out on the main road.
Yeah, it's one of the like regular surface streets,
Okay, but not like the interstate or anything like that.
not an interstate. No, it's a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit, and there's traffic. So, oh, it's not going super fast. It's just going more than 8 miles an hour.
Is there a like a overhead train line or anything like that going by?
Not right here. It kind of goes. The trains kind of run around the outside of this area, closer to the coast. This is a few blocks in.
And how tall are the buildings?
Some of them are 8, 12 stories. Some of them are more like three, but they vary a lot.
All right. Reason being is I don't think a homeless guy running 60 miles an hour down the street is gonna
It
not
does draw an eye.
cause an eye. So I figured I have my Panther's Grace, which includes wall crawling at full speed.
Okay.
So I would get the van in line, veer off to the side, go up the wall, and go from rooftop to rooftop. I also have a 60-foot leap at 16 miles an hour, I suppose. I don't know how that works out. So I should be able to jump over
The
the
gaps,
roads
yeah.
and stuff from building to building, just to keep the van in line. I don't want to spook them, see them. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to jump on the van and ride it.
Right.
So see where it's
Make
going.
me a stealth check to get up to the top of the building without drawing a lot of attention.
Okay.
Because a homeless guy climbing up the side of a building at 60 miles an hour is pretty eye-catching as well.
Well, I mean, I do have a hoodie on, but still. Is a 17 good enough?
Uh, it is a number. You don't know if anybody noticed or not.
In my own typical lines, I think I'm hidden, right?
Right. Yeah. You feel confident.
Yeah. Till we see it later on in YouTube. Gotcha.
Yeah. Right. Until
and I'm going into a alleyway behind a dumpster or something.
Okay.
And taking out a plastic bag and putting all my clothes in it. And then I'm turning into a flying creature, and I'm going to be skimming over rooftop, basically, trying to not be apparent. I'm kind of jumping over rooftops like Lucas is doing, but just really more flying.
Okay. And what is your flying speed?
250 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah, okay. You have absolutely no trouble keeping up with the van.
Okay.
Uh,
And this
so
for
it takes a few turns, and it ends up uh, down in Dockside by one of the warehouses uh, at Lupone's Floral Warehouse. And they pull in and they open the sides of the van and they start pulling these aluminum trays with the foil wrapped lids on them.
Does it smell
And,
like there's
and
food in them, or does it smell like there's something else in them?
the trays look very similar to what they usually put the food out in. What Donatello's usually brings the food out in. It's sort of those like uh, disposable aluminum trays.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean there's actually food in it because it's covered. So I was asking.
No, it is covered, and it's it's the same kind of tray. You have actually, if you want to make a perception check, your scent might be able to pick up what's in there.
And it's 14.
Uh,
I
I
mean,
mean, it's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, you got something?
well, I mean, I have cute sense as well, not analytic. Um,
Uh, Go ahead and make me a perception check to see if you can pick up anything. Okay. Keeney, you do get the smell of seafood
okay.
um, coming out of a floral van and going into a floral warehouse. You do smell the smell of seafood.
Okay.
That being said, you are not far from the docks where people are bringing in fish hauls right now for dinner. Some of it will
Hmm.
be going back to Donatello's.
Okay.
Just not in
Okay.
the flowered van.
But uh, you do catch a smell that is, while it does contain seafood, it is not uh, just the smell of salt water and fish. It smells like uh, their shrimp scampi,
Okay.
which you've eaten several times,
Yeah.
unless you have a seafood
Um,
on it.
are there any skylights on the roof?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to land on their roof,
Okay.
and um, as a move action, I'm changing into a lizard man and
Okay.
going over and looking down because once I stop moving, my chameleon ability will kick in,
Okay.
and so
Uh,
I'm just looking in to see what I see.
as you as you climb up to this skylight and look down in it, you see you see a lot of stuff that you would kind of expect to see in a floral warehouse. There's large, like walk-in coolers, um, and there's various like tubs of flowers and everything that look like some of it's probably going out somewhere. Some of it came in that day. Some of it's going out. Still, it's midday, so they're probably making deliveries out to florists and things like that.
Okay.
But kind of in the center, they've got stuff cleared back, and they have like three folding tables set up with a bunch of chairs around it.
Hmm.
And At the head of the table, the chair has three helium-filled balloons on strings tied to it,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and they're putting the trays of food, and they're putting like paper plates and stuff like that. It looks like they're having some sort of, you would guess, a party for someone.
Gotcha.
Um,
Okay. But I mean, there are no like pods of holding
You
people
don't see any
or
pods, although you can't see in those coolers.
well,
You
not
don't see
planning on
anyone
jumping down.
like tied up on the floor or anything like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you're going to
I'm
come
gonna
down
see.
off the roof,
Well, I'm gonna see if
or are
I
you
can
going in the
spot
building?
Lucas.
Um, Roll me a perception. You do
Nope,
not
I
spot
do
Lucas.
not see him.
Were you and you have chameleon stuff, right? So you're
Yes,
technically
my
invisible at
chameleon
this
circuit
point.
is on.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is the bad part
Uh,
is that both of us pretty much have the same thing.
right.
Yeah.
So you can't see each other.
No.
But you did get walkie-talkies off the guards, did you not?
We did.
Do you happen to be carrying those today?
I will pull it out of the plastic bag that was in my talon
Mm-hmm.
because I do need some clothing when I turn back. Uh,
Right.
I will pull that out of there because I can actually get dressed as a lizard man. So
Yeah.
I will start getting dressed and contact Lucas.
Does your lizard man form have a tail?
Oh shoot, it does. So yeah. Well, I mean, I can put my hoodie on.
You
Yeah.
also got that underwear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We do have that special underwear for tails.
Right.
Uh,
So Lucas, do you have your walkie-talkie with you?
I'm gonna say if we went out to search for the others, we're more than likely gonna have some sort of communication to stay with. So yeah.
Okay.
When he keys it up, I'm like 15 feet away from him,
Probably, yeah, something like that.
yeah.
looking
Oh,
in the other skylight.
Creating
Yeah.
weird feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't swiped any ear pods or nothing like that yet to wire
No.
into it to make makeshift tack gear.
Not yet.
Our brain disappeared on us, so we have no idea.
Yeah, exactly.
So just a party, nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. I don't see there's anything out of the ordinary. But I still have no trace of Tammy or Kenny. Being up high, Kenny should be easy to spot with the glare from his tinfoil hat.
Yes.
Maybe, unless they've got him locked up in something.
Yeah.
And that's assuming somebody's captured him. He's not just wandering around in the tunnels and got lost.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I mean, and we did see this van before.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You saw it at Donatello's last week, and they said, "We'll see you next week."
Okay.
And they were delivering flowers.
Yes. They were bringing flowers into the restaurant, which you assume are the flowers they have on the tables at dinner.
I mean, if you want, we can stick around long enough to see about what the party's all about, but it seems like a dead end, and we just chased a goose, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So, I will change. Well, let me get off the roof here, and I will then change and get back into regular street clothes. And be ready. But yeah, still go around to all the normal hangouts that people might have, the normal gathering places.
So yeah, we'll leave the whatever party is being set up, and I guess continue rounds.
Okay. You spend several hours looking around. By this point, it's getting dark. It's closer to dinner time than lunchtime. You've talked to a number of people. A few people have seen Sammy around, but no one has seen him in the last well, no one's seen him today.
Yeah, since lunch yesterday or dinner yesterday.
Uh, Someone saw him at the beach, Bear Cove, uh, around dark. So this time yesterday, coming out of the water naked. Uh, but he went and he put on his clothes and he just sat down on the beach and was looking out at the ocean. And that they had their life to deal with, so they went on, and that's the last anyone saw of it.
Also, through our conversations, like looking for Kenny and Sammy,
Mm-hmm.
maybe make small inquiries if anybody else is like, mysteriously
Missing.
coming around.
Um, it's kind of hard to know because people move around.
Yeah, but you usually have your regulars that are always like popping
Yeah.
up at this shelter or that shelter.
Um, you do hear that there are a couple of people that are fairly regular at one of the shelters that haven't been seen in a while. One of them had said something about um, heading west, uh, but they, no one's, they didn't like say goodbye, and a lot of their stuff is still at kind of their spot. Not all their stuff, but a lot of their stuff is still at their spot.
Okay. And next thing is any rumors, because I think I know where Sammy's at right now. If anybody's keep track of it, I think Sammy went to Miami to some mall.
Um, there's lots of rumors. You do hear mentions of a white van roaming around. Uh, you do hear about, you know, people getting into fights, um, that normally wouldn't, people acting strange and out of sorts. You hear a rumor of, like, I don't know, there's some guy showed up shot with an arrow, which is weird.
Shot with an arrow.
Right. Um, he staggered into the hospital and he had an arrow sticking out of him.
That is weird.
Um,
Well,
and
I'll go on.
uh, and you hear, there was someone in town, someone else in town that was asking a lot of questions that no one had ever really seen before, but they just showed up and they were asking a bunch of questions, and
What kind
you
of
know,
questions were they asking?
uh, you know, they were asking if anything weird was going on in town.
Oh,
Um,
Hmm.
just okay.
and of course, there's, talking about, giant alligator in the sewers, um, weird stuff flying over. Uh, Somebody saw an alien. So, just regular stuff mostly.
All right. Guess we'll make our way
Yeah, I
back.
saw that alligator in the sewer. It's really big.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Guess, yeah, watch out. Don't go in the sewers then. Because
Well,
something's lunch.
Lucas, why don't we check that one place that people have been missing from, and then I'll just go check the water.
We can do that. And from there, we'll probably
Okay.
head back to, I guess, our hideout unless we run into any other issues while we're out.
Yeah.
Uh,
We probably do.
so they were. Go ahead.
We could probably do some sort of like patrol route too, just to be on the safe side. I mean, we got these abilities. Might as well use them for something for good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Keeping people safe sounds good. I don't think any more people need to be stuck in those pots.
So you head out to the fort, uh, which is where the people who are missing. That's where they kind of stayed mostly. That's where their camps were. They were not together.
It's
Uh,
just like
but
a tent city type situation.
yeah, when the military left and the subway flooded and the elevated trains came in, this neighborhood kind of got forgotten, and it's kind of just been going downhill ever since. And so that's where a lot of the homeless people in the area tend to gather because there's not a lot of people trying to run them off.
Hmm.
You guys having a hard time hearing me by any chance?
No, I hear you fine.
Fine. Okay. So we'll wander over there and see what we can find.
Sorry.
All right.
All right.
So you head over there and you go to uh, the camp where they said the guy left all his stuff, and you see there's a place obviously where there had been sort of a bed made, but there's no sleeping bag, there's no pillow, there's nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
You do see a like a parka coat that is definitely been left there. Um, but it is in rough shape. I mean, you've seen people wear worse, but it's in pretty rough shape. Um, you don't see any food, but you do see there's like a little camp stove, like one of those little I don't even know what the little gas canisters. I don't even know what those are. But there's one of those little camp stoves.
Propane?
It's got the gas can
Little propane stoves?
propane. Yeah. So
Or
it's
Coleman stoves, what
the
they used to
stove
have.
is there. And there's one of those canisters still attached to it. Uh, so it looks like a lot of stuff that is kind of daily use stuff is still here. Uh, but all the clothing is gone. The sleeping bag is gone if they had one. You don't see any like blankets or anything like that. But there is stuff that's been built up, kind of like, cardboard and like old carpet pad and stuff that's been gathered up and used to make a bed that's up off the ground a little bit. Uh, but there's no sleeping bags or blankets or pillows or anything like that. So, um, if you want to, anybody wants to make an investigation or an intellect check,
Yes, it's going to be very effective for me, but I'll try it.
there's
I
a
mean,
20 on every die.
yeah, we'll both give it a shot.
Investigation.
14 on mine.
And mine did not come through. Let's try that again.
If you don't have anything in it, it might not roll.
Okay.
Oh, well,
No, it rolled. So I got a 6.
okay. Uh, so, Lucas, as you're looking through, you find an envelope that is from a lawyer's office in Chicago. And as you open it up and look through it, you see that basically it says something about private investigator asked to contact you and may have some inheritance, but you need to come in person to, and it gives an address and it says uh, enclosed is a train ticket, uh, or train tickets, plural, that will get you to Chicago. And you know that the train that runs around here is not Amtrak, so it would have to be going from here to a place with an Amtrak station and then going to Chicago on Amtrak from there.
Which means it wouldn't be feasible to carry all this stuff with them. Just what they can
Right.
carry for their
All
clothes
that
and
stuff
about.
would be too much.
So this may be a dead end on this end too.
Yeah. Well, then let's just go back to the beach and check there, and I'll get into the water.
All right.
So as you are walking down the street, you you're walking past a diner, and it's a place you've known for a while. It's, I mean, it's decent food. It's not particularly exceptional in any kind of way, but it's not expensive, and they're not judgy about what you're wearing or anything like that. So you've been in there a few times when things were good, um, and as you are pulling up, you see two guys getting into a white van that is parked in the street. And all right, Lucas, I know at least you were in the park um, when and you saw the guys sniffing around.
Yeah.
Okay. You recognize one of them as one of those people you saw in the park.
And they were literally sniffing like I do.
They were literally like tilting their head back, sniffing the air, sniffing around in the park. And they smelled something and left.
Well, return the favor.
Okay.
I'll try to see if I can pick up any scent from them.
Okay. That's a natural 20 for a 27. So one very clean, very soapy smell. Reminiscent of well, I don't know that you would know that. There's also like an underlying antiseptic smell, and a reptilian smell that is similar in some ways to Keeney.
Okay, hold on a second.
You can't be heard, apparently.
Alright, sorry about that. I was being informed that I am not being heard over the stream.
Oh,
But
Weird.
my mic is turned full up. You guys can hear me just fine, right?
yep.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? There might be an issue with the mic that's being used for the stream. Give me a second. And I keep getting this. I think something sounds like it's digging a hole in the ceiling above me.
Okay,
All right,
I have
so
not heard that.
yeah, I know you probably don't. So let's see. That changes my sound. Let's see if I can be heard now. Because I know you guys are hearing me through a different mic. Apparently, it was hearing me through my camera. Yeah, there's something in my ceiling. It sounds like it's walking on the styrofoam that's between my sheetrock and the subfloor.
Wow.
Alright, so you say it smells like which one? Kenny?
Me.
Yeah, like me.
And it's coming from them, not the van itself, right?
It is coming from that direction. You can't necessarily pinpoint who that smell is coming off of, but you also pick up not a reptilian smell, but definitely a mammalian smell that smells very different.
Okay. I will inform Kenny of what I pick up from those guys, and I will make my way closer to the van. You know, just kind of pull my hoodie up. You know, lay my head down and just kind of move closer to the van.
All right,
Okay.
Aku.
Yes, sir.
You have been around Cape City for a while. You have been. There hasn't been a lot of news about it, but there have definitely been rumors about people going missing. Significant numbers of people going missing. More than national average, you know. And there's been rumors, of course, of white van. White van pulls up, grabs somebody. Stories about people being drugged at like food giveaways, soup kitchens, stuff like that, free clinics, people being grabbed from the clinics. Even some rumors that the clinics are involved in it, although not as many of those rumors. But all of that has brought you to the roof of a diner, and you just witnessed someone get dragged into the back of a van, and now there's two people getting into that van.
Well, I've got a tracer on that van,
Okay.
and are these two guys like actually sniffing around? And
They're not.
Lucas's.
You may or may not be able to see Lucas down there. Make me a perception check.
okay,
That's pretty. That's stealth.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was Lucas. So I figured you're going to need me to roll it too, so you have something to compare to.
Yeah. Okay. You do not see Lucas
Now,
down on the sidewalk.
I'm going to
This
say
is
the
a
stealth
deep
is to
dive.
keep from being found out by
Really?
them, but you would probably still see some dude in a hood walking by. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't disagree.
But you
on the
don't
streets like that.
necessarily notice him sniffing.
okay. So my goal is to make sure this goes off without a hitch. I need them to drive the van away so I can follow it. So I'm just
Okay.
observing for now.
All right. So Lucas and Keeney, these guys are getting into this van and seem to be about to drive away.
I want to walk up towards the rear of the van and just kind of, fingernail into the tire situation.
Okay.
Uh,
You can move plenty quickly to get over there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do like a quick slash to the tire, make it flat.
Just for sake of don't roll a 1, make me an attack.
All right. That'll be with this. That should be it.
And that's not a 1. Uh, so you definitely slash the tire. Aku, you definitely notice some guy walk up to the back tire of the van.
Oh no. Okay.
But he doesn't stop it there. He just walks by it, slashes the tire, and keeps going.
Do I see that?
I mean, it's fast because he doesn't want to be seen in the mirrors of the van, but you probably see it from your point of view.
You definitely see someone walk directly to the tire area of the van, which is in the street, and then seemingly casually walking away and ducking behind the van.
Okay.
And it begins
All right, well,
to try to pull away, but seems to have a flat tire.
okay, now I'm interested. All right, who is this guy?
Who is this man?
So I'm following the person who I'm. It's probably not a leap to assume they did something. So,
Right.
but I'm still trying to remain unnoticed.
So I'm gonna drop you over here at the end of the building.
Okay,
Let me
mind
drag
you,
that.
we're on the city flag map.
Yeah.
We're not on a.
I'm just about to pull you over. If
Copy
I can
that.
find- There it is. All right, you should be able to see it now.
Let's see. Okay, yeah. Now, is the diner still open?
Yes.
What time of day is it?
It's probably about 7:30, and it is fall, so it's dark.
Okay, well that's something, I guess.
Yeah. So once I get done doing that, I will. Shit, they can probably see me from there. Yeah, I'll just keep walking towards the front of the cafe or whatever there. Like that's what I was doing to begin with.
Mhm.
All right.
And I'm just waiting for Lucas.
All right.
Okay.
And Aku, you're over here.
Okay, now I think. All right, this person has piqued my interest, so I'm going to sort of try and keep my eye on them.
Okay. So one of the guys, the van stops because it has a flat tire. It actually pulls over to the side, and the driver gets out and looks at the tire, and immediately pulls out his phone and starts talking to someone.
What's he saying?
Do you have extended hearing?
I have acute hearing, if that matters. Analytical is my scent, but I have acute hearing. Perception?
Make me a perception, but the DC is going to be kind of high because he's entirely across a road. And he's not talking loud.
Yeah, I got a 20.
So you catch like brief snippets, but he's mostly just saying stuff like, flat tire looks like it's been slashed. We need someone to come and pick us up. And he gets back into the car and keeps talking, but you can't hear what he's saying in the car.
Windows up. All right. Well, by this time, I think I'm gonna come inside and sit down at a booth and watch him out the window.
And I will join him. I will join Lucas.
All right. You should be able to go ahead and pull your token in there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like all or any of my equipment made it over to Roll20, so I'm going to pull up my character sheet.
Oh, no. You're very much equipment-y.
Yeah.
On the sheet, if you go down to the bottom where all the powers are, hover over it, there's another tab for equipment.
Yes, sir.
Kenny, we got money for coffee, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you hover over it, the top one is powers, the one below that should be equipment. And then there's one for vehicles and headquarters, which you don't have yet. Are you seeing it?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay. Fantastic.
Is it in there?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Good. All right. Close that down. So, Aku, you see them sitting in a van. You see the person that went over and it looks like maybe slashed their tires. Went into the diner.
I'll let Kenny know what I heard. Snippets from the phone, so I knows why we're sitting here waiting.
So the waitress gets your order. You order coffee. They go to get your coffee. And Lucas, you can see out the window, but Keeney, the place you're sitting, there isn't a window there.
Which is fine for right now.
You sure? Because I would definitely sit where we can both look out the window.
Okay.
All right. Get back to that
Then
next
we'll be
booth.
over on this booth instead.
Kenny, don't sit on the table. Jeez, be civilized.
But yeah. He'll sit in his own his own side of the booth. We could just go and hop over those back doors to see what's there.
Well, I mean, if they've got a ride coming to pick them up, whatever's in that back door, they're going to be pulling out anyway.
That's true.
Fucking assholes ruined everything.
We didn't know.
These amateurs.
Yeah, we are amateurs.
Okay.
So we'll sip on our coffee and I guess wait for whatever's coming to pick them up.
All right. Did I not?
I'm wondering if this guy's gonna change his tire or anything, but I did see him on the phone, so I can assume he called back up, I think.
You get a hold of AAA.
I'll pay attention for tow trucks.
That's right.
Size this appropriately. All right. As you are sitting there, this is an SUV, not a truck, but my art pack did not have SUVs or vans. So you're getting a truck. SUV pulls up. A guy gets out, goes in the back, pulls out a tire and a bag of tools, goes over to the wheel, the flat tire, and throws the jack under it, loosens the lug nuts, raises the jack up, takes the tire off, puts on a new tire, puts the lug nuts on,
Doesn't look like they're transferring.
With the van still on the jack, he rolls the tire over and puts it in the back of the SUV.
Oh.
And then he gets that situated and comes back and lowers the jack down. He pulls it out, puts it in his bag, slaps his hand on the side of the van a couple of times and says, "You're good."
Might be a
Heads
good
back.
idea for you to go outside and take your flight form and follow that van.
Okay. Will you pick up my clothes afterwards?
Yeah, I'll carry it. Don't worry about that.
I will go back and I'll just drop all my clothes and strip quickly and take my flight form and
I'll go
start
pick his clothes up out of the
following
bathroom or wherever you dropped them at.
in the back.
Oh, behind the door itself? Okay.
Yeah. And I will be trailing the van.
All right. Let's get rid of that. That drove away. So the van takes off. Keeney, you follow it. Lucas, you go back to get Keeney's clothes. Aku.
Jump on the motorcycle and follow it.
Okay. And Liam, give me a fortitude saving throw.
And Aku probably saw a shadowy form go over the building.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's nighttime,
actually,
so I don't know if
Aku,
we'd see
make
one.
me a perception check.
I mean, it is close to dark, or it is dark, right? You say?
Yeah, it's dark.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you definitely saw that, and that ain't no fucking bird.
No.
Oh.
So it is brightly colored.
It is brightly colored. It has feathers.
Yeah, it does have feathers.
Okay, but it is.
But it's large.
Yeah, it is. Is it bigger than you are, or is it?
Oh yeah, it's bigger than I am.
Okay.
Big fucking bird
It
over
has growth 3.
Okay.
So it has
so
3 mass ranks.
Like 10 to 12 feet.
There's a reason he takes the clothes
Tall.
off before he changes.
Yes.
Probably about a 20-foot wingspan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a significant. That's a big bird.
A bird that's now following the van.
Bird that is now following the van that you are also following. Lucas.
Well, I don't want to be caught by either, so I'm
Yes.
gonna hold back a little.
Are you also going to follow?
As soon as I
Kitty
get a
out
hold
the
of
van?
Kitty's stuff, I will take off the direction the van went, yes.
Okay.
But I will not try to pass it if it's going, slower than my max speed.
Okay. Are you doing a similar thing where you're running over rooftops and stuff like that?
Yeah.
How dark are the streets here?
There are street lights. Some of them are out, but there are still periodic street lights, and there are lights from houses and businesses and stuff like that here.
Streets
So
packed by any chance?
it's not packed, but it's not empty either.
Then yeah, more than likely that's what I'll do is I'll start running up. The first big building I find, I'll run up the side of it
None of the
and I'll
buildings.
keep Kenny in sight because I don't have to necessarily look at the van.
Yeah. None of the buildings here are super tall, so it's not hard for you to get on top.
All right.
And it's not hard for you, even if they're spaced far enough apart that you can't leap from one roof to another. Bobbing down in the middle is not that big a difference. I would like you to make me a stealth check. I mean, even though it's dark and you're making efforts to not be seen, it's still possible.
I think
All right.
I think I'm hidden.
Uh, Aku, will you make me another perception check?
Sure. Why not?
And Liam, Christopher, will you please make me a fortitude save?
Absolutely. In which form? Normal or hybrid?
Let's do normal.
I also rolled a stealth in case you needed it.
Okay. All right. Aku, you do not notice anything other than this van that you were following and that big bird up there.
Okay.
You do see the bird, but the bird seems to be like intentionally trying not to be noticed. You just happen to notice it because you started out following it.
Oh, Jesus. That's
And
what bird
because
you
it's
are?
a giant, colorful bird.
You're a Quetzalcoatl?
Yeah, I'm a Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You can park a
Yeah,
bus
I'm
on the
gonna
back of that
notice
thing.
I'm sorry, I'm just gonna notice that.
Yeah.
That is the biggest prehistoric flying creature there was.
Yes, but I'm not. Well, there are actually a couple species, but I'm not the biggest.
Okay.
I'm not the biggest.
And Liam, you did not wake up, so. The van travels, it heads closer into town, closer to the center of town, and seems to be heading for the dockside area. Uh, is anybody doing anything different, or are we maintaining just a stealthy pursuit?
It's going to the docks. I'm just going to get close enough so I can keep an eye on what's going on.
Okay. It pulls down to one of the piers, and like it pulls down onto the pier beside what looks like a fishing boat.
Okay.
Well, realizing
You
it's
want
heading towards the docks, I will use the buildings to try to get ahead of it.
Okay. You can, because you move fast enough that you can outpace them, because again, low speed limit plus traffic and stoplight.
Yeah, plus don't make any notion of, don't pull attention to yourself when you're carrying a body
Right.
in the back of the van.
Right.
I still say they should put got free candy on the back of it, but anyway. So yeah, I will get to the docks, or I get that direction, and I will perch up on the edge of, I guess, one of the warehouses on the docks, just to keep an eye where direction it goes from there.
So it does pull out onto the pier by the fishing boat, and the two guys get out. Now, Aku, are you going to drive your motorcycle down the pier?
No, God no.
Didn't think so.
No. I'll hide it behind some boxes and go the rest of the way on foot.
Sure. Damn it, I don't think I have a pier. I mean, I do, but it's not great. But anyway.
I'm sure it's fine.
As far as
All will be
piers
well.
go.
As far as piers go, it's peerless.
That's so cheesy. I fucking shouldn't have laughed. That's so cheesy.
Puns are the lowest form of comedy.
Oh, you're right. Oh, this is a terrible pier.
Yeah.
But there is no pier to puns. We all
No.
fall for them.
Oh, God, shut up.
So let's see.
You know that.
So which one of these piers does the van drive down?
I will. I will drop that van on the pier momentarily. Nothing. But there.
Keep them held.
So I will move to the corner here, and then I will jump to there.
Terrible.
It's actually down there. And there. Let's imagine there's a boat by there because I don't have a boat.
Now they back down or they pulled forward.
They pulled forward. So let me.
Oh, can it be? Yeah. Well. I guess I could try to find you a top view van.
There's just don't.
No, we don't want that conversation to start. That will eat up a lot of time.
Nope. We're not going into that. We're not going into that.
No.
So you are Lucas is on the next pier over. Where is everyone else? You should be able to pull a token on there.
Yeah,
You don't need to do that yet. I will place you when it's necessary.
I am up here. I'll be on top of a building. I'm going to try to pick one of the taller buildings, but
Okay.
Did we arrive from the south or the north?
Man, the east, I don't know.
Yeah.
Narrative direction.
No, I'm thinking more of the in line with the map.
The east.
So you can bring his character in. Which?
thank you.
Forward.
Okay, great. That's perfect.
So they drove down all the narrow alleyways. Actually, they came in over here. And kind of went right down the pier there.
Well, since I already knew they were stopping here, I split off and took a different path.
To avoid notice.
Yes.
Okay. They get out of the van and they open the side door, and they start wrestling with something in the van. Oh, that's a nice van.
Give me a minute. I can probably remove the background for you.
I don't see a background on that.
You got the white?
No, the top view of the blue one. If there's another one coming after that, I have not seen it yet.
No, the top view of the blue one. Still got the
Yeah.
white around the outside edge, right?
Oh, it's still got the white. Yes.
That's what I was going to get
I
rid
was
of.
kind of losing that on the Discord.
Yeah, there's something crawling in my walls.
Weird. Do you need to go?
But ain't nothing I can do about it.
Handle
It's
the
in the,
wall
it's in the
crawler.
friggin' ceiling.
And what is he gonna do about it?
I don't
Get
know.
out of my walls!
Probably grab a broom and like poke at it. I don't know.
Oh, well, you didn't see me poke at it with the sword a minute ago?
They don't give a shit. They stay there.
Oh. That means I'm going to have to bring some cats down here to stick around for a while.
Yeah.
That would work.
All right. So they appear to be loading a largish bag.
Okay.
Someone say something?
No, I did. I mean, Keeney is getting anxious, but
As
he's
soon as I
holding
saw
off right this second.
How big is this bag?
It's 6-7 feet long.
Does it look like a body
maybe
bag like
about-
we've seen before?
Yeah.
Yeah, then Keeney is
It
not
very
going
much
to
looks like a body bag.
Alright.
tolerate this.
Then I will drop down behind the van as soon as they go walking towards the boat.
Okay, so you leap across from pier to pier?
Well, I leapt from... Let me get my pointer out.
Oh, were you on the crane?
I leapt from here to here, which is less than 60 feet.
Yeah.
And then walked across the top of the crane, and then dropped to the ground.
Okay. I will give all of you one action. And I will give Liam another fortitude save in your regular form.
Well, he might wake up no matter what.
Possible. Okay, well, that didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Amy is going to be jumping onto or flying onto the crane and letting out his reptilian screech.
Okay.
And basically what this is an enhanced intimidation. So, I'm just going back to make sure I have it right. My intimidation score is high. No, it is not. It didn't change it. But basically, this is intimidation, and I'm trying to find it. There it is. Intimidation with the dazing ability and handoff. Not handoff. What is it called? Oh, that's why I'm having a problem. I'm on the wrong sheet. Dang it. Okay. Okay. It's finally loaded. Okay. It is intimidation with daze and setup 2.
Okay.
So I just have to get my intimidation corrected on here, and I will give it to you. That's not very good. Actually, I take it back. This does have the right one. Yeah, it does. So.
Okay, that is quite an intimidation. And that is resisted by either intimidation, will, or was there something else? Or was it just those two?
I don't remember. It is the intimidation skill.
Right.
And it will have the daze effect. As another advantage.
Okay, here you go. No background.
Yeah. Get that in a minute.
Now, your intimidation scream, is that targeted or not targeted?
I'm intimidating the people in front of me. Well, targeting the bad guys.
I'm just making sure me on the dock didn't get hit by it, all.
No.
We are new, so shit like that would happen.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to give them will saves. Nope. And still nope.
Yeah.
Because they just have to fail by 1 to get dazed, right?
Right.
Okay. So they're both dazed.
And I can set this is set up so 2 people can use dazed against them.
Okay. And Aku.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is friggin' crazy.
So some dude jumped from the top of a building, ran down a crane, and leapt down onto the pier. And then the big bird flew over and screamed at them. So,
I don't know what the hell is going on.
what is happening? What's happening, and what are you going to do about it?
Well, whatever these things are, they're clearly not going to let me follow these guys to their operation. I need to
Maybe
get
if you
close
just take the guys
enough.
down, you could interrogate them.
I mean, that's the hope, but
I mean, he's got two variables sitting there that he has no idea what they're going to do.
exactly, yeah, exactly. I did not anticipate this. The whole
I did
plan,
not anticipate flying dinosaur. How do
the
you
whole plan
anticipate
was to
flying
get on the boat and actually go to the main operation. These guys are probably just minnows. Even if they do know something, it's not gonna help. Okay, I'm just gonna move closer. I'm not really interested in getting into a knockdown, drag out fight with, a dinosaur, a Superman, and two goons.
Right.
So I'm just gonna move here, staying behind this cart. No, here, staying behind these boxes.
Uh-huh.
Just to get a closer look, see what the hell is going on.
Okay. And
These
when we
things
come
have-
back from our break, we will roll initiative.
Excellent.
Okay.
And maybe these screech woke somebody up.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and
Well,
maybe I can find what's crawling in my damn walls. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go too far. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. And we are back.
All right. So I would like everyone. Let me actually change this man real quick. Let me clear that out. Let's clear that. I'll leave the van. It's fine. So everyone go ahead and roll me initiative. That does include you, Liam. If nothing else, you will make saves on your turn. Oh, you don't have a token.
You want me to switch to the first initiative roll?
Yes, please. What was it?
21.
Okay, we already got it.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. And I guess I need to do my dudes. Not quick on the draw. All right. So, Lucas,
Yes.
you're up. What are you gonna do?
Which one has the bag in his arms? Or are they both carrying it?
They're both carrying it. They each have one end.
Then I will scoot along the side of the. I guess I'll just leap over the van.
Okay.
Land in front of them. Seeing that they're dazed, I will swing at the one at the right.
All right.
And going by what I smelled earlier, I know these aren't going to be regular mooks. Remind me again the multi-attack option. That's just against one person.
Depending on how far above their dodge or their parry you get, you will do extra damage. For 2 degrees, you do +2. For 3 degrees, you do +5.
All right. So,
Woo!
how's that?
That's a lot. And that, because it's a crit, will add another +5. So yeah, they're rolling against a 37. So that's a lot. 23 is 14. So that is bruised, dazed, staggered. This one is put that on first, 1 bruise, and we're gonna say the bleeding eye is staggered. All right. Aku. They jumped in front of the van. You're not sure what's going on, but doesn't seem good.
Okay, I'll run over here.
Okay. Are you gonna try to climb up the crane, or?
Hell no, the bird's up there.
Right. Yeah, okay. You're just kind of standing back, seeing what happens.
Yeah. Do I at least have a view of the front of the van now?
You'll need to move down a little bit. Like, you could probably hide behind this box over here.
Okay, well that's my goal, so that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Okay. They seem distracted, so who knows? Don't even look over there. All right, Liam.
Why do I smell leather and arrows?
What's that?
I said, why do I smell leather and arrows?
No, it's Lord. Liam, make me a fortitude save, and I'm going to give you a +4 bonus on this one.
How do you smell arrows?
Close.
Sinew, wood, feathers. Little metal I smell? Yeah, that's arrows.
You're a freaking bird, all right? If you smell feathers, maybe it's
Like
you.
it.
Oh, no, that's me. I'm the bird.
Yeah, I'm not the bird.
Well, yeah.
That'll be a 17 with the bonus.
If you get a glimpse under the hood, I'm a little more feral looking.
Nope. You are still under.
I am
Alright.
but a human. Of course I'm under. You put me down with an elephant tranquilizer dart.
Yes. It very much is. All right. Now it is their turn. So one of them's gonna do something, and the other one is gonna wish he was in better shape. All right. So the one you didn't knock stupid is going to pull up a big weird looking gun and take a shot at you.
Alright.
Does an 18 hit your dodge? 10 plus your dodge bonus.
My dodge. What is my dodge currently? I want to say my dodge is currently at 20. I got a 10. Where's my dodge? So you add 10 to what you have, right? To your defense?
Yeah. Yeah, add 10 to your dodge. Your dodge is a 10, so that's a 20. 18 does not hit you.
Alright. Like I said, it's been a little bit. I apologize for my rustiness.
And the other guy looks like he is trying very hard to shake it off, whatever you did. All right. And now Keeney.
Okay, Keeney is. Have either of them dropped the bag? I mean, the guy that just pulled out the gun probably dropped the bag.
Yeah, he dropped
Okay.
the bag. And the other guy's still holding like one end of the bag, but
Is trying to figure out where all this blood is coming from.
right. And why is it from me?
And so I am going to go over and I'm going to dive down and basically grab the other person. I am striking him with my talons. And this has a quick grab and entanglement. So
You did not hit.
I did not hit. Ooh.
With an 18,
Okay.
you did not hit.
Okay. So I'm flying. I don't know how far I am flying away because I was going to immediately go up.
Do you
So,
have move by action?
I don't think I do.
So you are there.
Okay. Then
All right.
might change next round. Okay.
Okay.
I think I'm on the roof, I guess.
Yeah. Lucas.
Oh, my turn again. Then I
What's
will. Is it my turn again?
Yes.
Then I will repeat. If this guy is still standing, the one I hit the first time.
Yes. He is still standing, but he does not look good.
All right. Let's do. I'm gonna grab him and try to throw him through the front windshield of the van.
Okay. Make a grab.
There you go. Oh, make a grab first.
Yeah, you got to grab him first.
There you go.
That's a grab. All right. He is going to get a strength check versus your strength. So go ahead and roll yours.
Just a strength. There you go.
Actually, he's rolling against your DC, your 17 DC down there. So
Okay.
he did not. You have him grabbed.
You want to use the roll that I did before, or roll another one?
Well, grab is an action. So if you are going to do another action this round, you'll either need to spend a hero point or go fatigued for extra effort.
You know what? I will give you the point.
Okay.
As soon as I can grab it and drop it right here in the street. And you need I said you want to use the old roll with throw?
Yeah, we use the same one.
Alright.
So he is going to roll a toughness against a 22. He smashes into the windshield, and the windshield just shatters. He doesn't actually go into the van, but he went into the windshield and shattered the windshield.
Yeah. It's a tempered glass, so it's not going to be easy for him to go through it.
But you're not sure how much it actually did to him. It messed the windshield up for sure, but you're not sure how much it actually did to him.
Okay.
All right. That Aku.
I saw him pull out that weird gun, right?
Yes.
All right. Yep, that seems like a concern. So I'm gonna taser arrow his ass.
Okay. Uh, 19 does hit. And that's a fortitude. It sticks in, and you hear the telltale. But he just kind of looks around at it and looks up over across the way and make a stealth check. I assume you're trying to remain hidden.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Let's see.
Go ahead and make a stealth check. And he's going to make a perception check. And he seems to notice you.
Ah, crap.
But he has other things on his mind right now. Liam, make me a fortitude save. You're going to get a +5 on this one. Hey, you wake up. You're in a bag.
Is waking up my whole turn, or am I able to do something this round?
I'm going to let you do one action this round.
I'm gonna start transformation.
Okay.
From inside of this bag.
Transformation take an action?
We never did. I don't know if we distilled that down. If there's a,
Uh,
I'd assume it'd take an action.
Let's say it's a move action until we explore it further and see for sure.
So the intent is I'm going to take and put my hands against the bag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start with my claws and start to transform, and with my action then claw myself
You
out
only
of the
get
bag.
one. You only get one. So
Okay.
if transforming takes an action, then that's your action.
All right, transforming.
All right.
Don't know if the bag is going to hold.
It will not.
But you are moving in the bag, right?
Yes.
Yes. You can definitely see, like, you saw, like, it looked like hands press up against the bag, and then they started to warp and elongate.
I don't think I would have noticed. Not in middle of combat. I just would have seen the bag moving. Not the details of his fingers growing along or something.
All right. It is their turn. This guy is going to, this guy up here is going to take a shot at Lucas again, because that seems to be the biggest threat. 17 won't hit.
No.
And he is going to move over here. So this guy only gets. Oh, wait, this guy's still dazed. He did not move. He does get a save, though. Yeah, that'll do. He will not be dazed next round. This guy is staggered, but he still gets to act. He is going to throw that bag that seems to be moving. He's going to go ahead and throw that onto the boat. So we'll say that pretensies there's a boat there.
Okay.
And the bag with Liam is now on the boat. But that was his action. Keeney.
Okay. Okay, I made a mistake in how I built this.
Uh-oh.
Well, I have elongation, and I think I put too many points in it. Because it says I can elongate up to 1,000 miles. So I need to double check.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
a lot of elongation. That's a
Seems
lot of
excessive.
points you put in there.
I don't know what I did on that one. Okay.
Watch out
But-
for compensations.
It should only be 30 feet. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing red, and so my wings are going to infold, and as a move action, I am transforming again
All right.
to a smaller form.
So, Aku, the bird starts to change.
And I turn into curious. I start turning into vines and leaves.
Now, how big is the green man?
He is normal sized.
He is normal size. He's going to be over here.
He can
And
just
I'm
apparently whip out.
elongating my arms, and I have multi-attack on this. So I am using all my attacks against this one guy. This also has a quick grab, and linked to it is a phytotoxin. So once I grab,
Is this
I
your
can
nice
start
little
poisoning.
change from being near the
yeah, the spores got me.
Okay.
Or the pollen got me. Trust me, he's going to get freaked out that he's doing this too. Okay, so Tendril Strike. Where is it? That does not hit.
That does not hit.
But
you can heal point or.
I am going to give you a
Wait,
point.
hold on. That's showing no bonus added to it.
Oh shoot, it is?
Mm-hmm.
You rolled a 16. So what's your bonus? Is
Now,
it
let me
more
pull
than
up.
4?
Yes, it is.
Okay, then you hit.
Oh,
But it's multi-attack, so we need to know what it is exactly.
actually, I know exactly why I forgot that this does not change everything.
Yeah.
Um,
Hero Lab
it's
doesn't
not,
update
yeah,
it.
it doesn't update everything. So I have 10 ranks in this.
What's your
Hold
what
on.
is your fighting?
I'm going back in to get it.
Yeah.
Okay. because it also has accuracy. I have +7 on this one.
+7. So that's a 23. That's still only 1 degree. So
Okay.
base level, you said it was a 10. Yeah, that's 25. Is that is it damage plus? The toxin?
The truth is, I really was just going to have this be the toxin itself instead of physical damage. But I'm also grabbing him.
Okay. So what is the grab DC? You can probably just hit grab and it'll pop up the right DC.
Oh yeah, it'll pop up the right DC.
So I'm going to make a strength to see if you grabbed him.
Okay.
You did.
And then here is the phytotoxin.
All right, he's going to make a fortitude against that. 18, so that's 2 degrees of failure.
Okay,
So
is there a way to just post it?
If you hover by the power, I think. Nope. That's weird because I can drop an advantage just fine, but I can't drop a power.
Okay, the effect of this, first degree is impaired, second degree is disabled, it's resisted by fortitude, and third degree is incapacitated.
Okay, so he is disabled. So that's
as he is itching.
-5. Oh, it's itching. Oh, God. That's terrible. So I'm going to put the leaves on him because he got the poison ivy.
Yep.
And we'll say that is disabled. -5 to everything. All right. Good
and he's saying, "What the hell's happening?"
He's like, "Oh God, why are my arms so long?" Oh, and he is also grabbed, which means he is immobile and vulnerable, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make that invulnerable. But he is in bad shape. He is not doing well. And we pop back around to Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy threw the bag.
Yep, and grabbing him and trying to throw him into the window didn't work. He's still able to do his thing, so I'll let him. What? He's gone.
Oh no. Oh, that's bad.
What is it? Control R?
There's Control Z?
Control Z? Something like that. Okay. So anyway, I'll let a bestial growl comes from, behind the hood. Well, and I will go ahead and hit him again with my claws. 18 to hit.
18 will not hit. You need a 19.
I'll become fatigued and try to hit him again.
Okay.
There we go.
Nice.
Jeez. Okay.
Okay. And that is multi-attack, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's that 37 again.
That is... Yeah. It's 26, so that's failed by 11. Oh, yeah, 26. Failed by 11. That is staggered again. So he is now not staggered, but incapacitated. All right. Aku. The big bird turned into a green man and wrapped vines around it. The other guy keeps pounding on the guy that's laying on the hood.
The hell?
What you doing, arrow guy?
I'm starting to feel really underdressed right now. All right.
This guy over here is vulnerable, so his defenses will not be as high.
Yeah, I'm gonna blast him.
All right. So you started blasting. You're looking for a 15 to hit. Wow. That is definitely a hit.
Jesus.
I think we need to look at my character sheet and make sure it's not messed up.
No, you've got a plus 15 to hit, and you rolled a 16.
Okay, Jesus Christ. I was worried as a archer I wasn't going to be very good, but no, okay. All right.
All right, Queen.
Pop off.
All right. Yeah, 20 damage.
All right.
Are you Queen or more Barton?
Honestly, I don't know. I guess it hadn't even occurred to me whenever I was making the character. It was Gerald who was like, "Oh, like Arrow from season 1." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I guess so."
Oh yeah. I mean, we were talking about what he's doing.
Okay.
Okay, he is bruised and dazed from the arrow. And Aku, did you want to move?
Nope, not even a little. Wait. Then again, that guy did see me. I wonder if he's too dazed to see where I went if I move.
Don't know. You can make a stealth check as you move.
All right, yeah, that's probably going to be my best bet. I'm going to try to move to a different location. I don't know if I'll still have line of sight, though. Let's see.
Depends on where you move. You have hide in plain sight, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
As an advantage, I believe I do.
You don't have to have anything to break line of sight. You can just be sneaky.
Okay, cool.
Just Drax it.
Right, yeah. As long as you're still.
Yeah, I'm actually just gonna get up here.
What's your movement speed?
My movement speed.
Do you have a grapple line by chance in your gadgets and goodies?
You do.
Yes, I do. Oh, and yeah, for some reason, because I didn't put unreliable on the cable arrow, it's on there.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I would rather not have that.
He shoots up there, gets about halfway across, and it snaps. He falls into the water. All his gadgets get soaking wet.
Where did you say you were going?
Just on top of the crane, maybe midway. And for some reason, I don't. Let's see here. Yeah, perfect. And there's my movement.
If you don't have any speed or anything, it's 30, but you can make an athletics check to increase it.
Okay. That's just my movement section is completely blank, and I didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah, it doesn't put anything in there. It just defaults to 30.
Okay, that'll work then. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Liam, you are awake, you are in a bag, and you are transformed. Now, we don't have a token for your transformation yet, do we?
No, we do not.
Okay. We'll get that before next time. But what you doing?
So what does he look like when he comes out?
I would like to burst out of the bag. We're looking at a creature who's about 15 foot long.
Wait,
Stands
hold
in-
on. We did not make him big, remember?
The standard height is 30 feet long. We made him hybrid.
We did not put the growth on him.
We did not put the growth on him?
No.
Oh, okay. He's got growth too.
He's got growth too. Okay, so he's about, what, 8, 9 feet tall?
Yeah, about 9 feet tall, about 15 foot long. That's about standard for what it would be if they were half size.
Yeah. They're a Xenosaurus, if you're familiar. It's the one with the big long claws.
Oh, the tickle monster.
Gotcha.
Yes, that is correct. Murder chicken saipans.
Okay. We call them the
and
tickle chickens because when you play an arc and you're like harvesting the lure, they're tickling the ground.
So what do I see in front of me? I see
Right here, this guy is up on the hood of a van, smashed into the windshield, and seemingly unconscious. Over here is how would you describe Lucas?
Well, Lucas has currently got probably some sweatpants on, a gray hoodie with a hood pulled up over his head. But obviously you can see the claws of his fingers are extended, and I don't know how well your vision is at night, but he looks like there might be fur on the back of his hands. And he definitely is growling as he exhales.
okay.
And then over here, you see another. I mean, they look like werewolves, but they don't actually look like werewolves. They just look like guys. He appears to be wrapped up in some sort of greenish vines. I didn't necessarily ask, Robert, are the vines green?
Brown with green leaves.
Okay.
Leaves are free.
So then I guess the question is do I recognize the two guys that are getting their ass whipped right now?
Make me a perception check.
One moment, I'm getting a phone call.
He might be on call, so he has to answer those.
You got a 30 on the perception.
30? My pizza's here.
So what do you want to do real quick?
I said I wanted to see if I recognize the individuals that were in front of me as the people that might have captured me. If I do recognize that they are those individuals, I'm going to hit them.
Yes, they are. This one is already incapacitated, so you would probably want to move over to attack this one.
I will hop from the boat onto the top of the van.
Okay.
And then I will swing Scythe Claws. I do have multi-attack on this guy.
You're looking for a... Does disabled lower your active defenses, or is it just what you roll? I think it's just what you roll, because then it would also be essentially vulnerable. But he's held, so he is vulnerable.
Disabled is a -5 circumstantial penalty on checks.
Okay, but he is being held, so he is vulnerable, so you only need a 15 to hit him.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your Scythe Claw attack.
30.
So that's a 15, so...
I think you just
that's
barely
going
got him.
Yeah, 15 above, so that's going to bump that up to a 27. And he got a 20, so that's another bruise. And continue the days for another round.
And that also procs my saddle toxin.
Okay. So what is the save on that? Fortitude...
DC 17.
17. Okay, he made that.
Okay.
Oh, wait. -5. He still made that. All right. Go fetch your pizza, sir.
All right.
So now this guy is going to try to escape the grapple. So
DC 19 grab.
DC 19, do you have improved hold?
Let me go and check.
Because if you do
I think
that,
I just have the quick grab. Hold on. I know it's just grabbing. I don't have anything else for it. Yeah, I don't have improved grab.
He does manage to slip out of your grasp because he rolled a nat 20 on the check.
Okay.
So, so he is no longer held and vulnerable. He is still dazed. He took an action, and that's it. He will get a save against the toxin, which is, was it DC 20 on that?
Hold on, let me get back up to it. Character sheet. The phytotoxin's 25 DC.
If it's an affliction, it should only be a 20.
Oh, okay. Sorry, then 20.
But with his penalty for already having it on him, he does not make it.
Okay.
So that brings us to Keeney. It is your turn. He escaped your grapple, but he is still right there.
I am just going to walk over to him, and I'm going to be ready to redirect any attack he might make. Actually, is the gun still in his hand, or has he dropped it?
The gun is still in his hand.
Okay. I'm just going to say to him, and it kind of comes out as a rustling of, the sound of rustling of leaves. Surrender would be best for you.
But all we hear is a rustling of leaves.
No. You hear the voice
okay.
through the rustling of leaves.
And he says, I can't do that.
Okay. I mean, as I said, I'm just kind of, I usually say I'm defensive right now, just while if he tries to do something, I'm going to redirect it. So
I have returned.
All right. Lucas.
Yeah. Lucas, by this point in time, is not really surprised when things pop up out of nowhere that look like creatures because, the other two characters in my group.
Yeah.
I am a little surprised they're taking one with powers back out there instead of taking somebody out there to get powers. This guy is down, right? Down and out. The one I was beating on.
The guy on the hood is incapacitated. Yes.
I mean, cinematically, it'd be cool if I grabbed him by his ankle and spun in a circle and hit the other guy with him. But I don't think we have. I don't think I have stats on that.
We'll call it an unarmed.
All right. 21 to hit.
Okay, that will hit. I'm going to give you a +2 bonus for the weight of the body.
All right.
So that'll be a 24. With the -5 and -2, 13. That's 11, so he is staggered.
I don't let go of the body, so it's not like I hit him and then drop it in the water kind of situation. I'm just holding a limp body by the ankle right now.
Take the days off there because staggered includes it.
Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, healing removes one condition. If you've got 10 ranks in it.
Healing or regeneration?
I got regeneration. Our healing factor is regeneration.
If it's 10, it will take off your lowest condition each round.
Right,
Until
which is currently fatigued is the only condition I have.
I don't think it removes fatigued. Fatigued is like the one exception. You have to.
That's why I wanted to make sure, though.
Now, you can get, I want to say it's restorative regeneration, which will cure fatigue, but I think it's a 1 point per rank extra. So that would, if you've got 10 ranks of regeneration, that would be a pretty substantial investment.
Yeah, well, it's nothing I need concern with right now. I just want to make sure that I wasn't losing my fatigue. Be kind of cheesing it, go fatigue each round just to lose it the next round.
Yeah. Okay. So Aku.
Okay.
This guy seems to be down for the count. This guy seems to be in bad shape.
Down for the count's being held on by his ankle by somebody else.
This creature ripped its way out of a body bag and leapt up here and is waving around giant fucking Freddy Krueger claws. But it's a big bird with giant Freddy Krueger claws.
It's not the weirdest thing you've seen tonight.
Sharp teeth and yeah, I mean, don't forget this big bird that turned into the Green Man. Yeah.
All right, well, it's kind of hard to have a conversation with people who are completely knocked out. So I'm going to bolo arrow this guy.
Okay.
And my goal is to sort of cable him up here and hang him upside down.
Okay. So roll that solo arrow. Oh, you definitely hit. And that's against dodge, I believe, right?
Let me look.
The bolo
More
arrow
likely.
effect.
It says grabbing, fast grab advantage.
Oh, it's just a range grab.
Yeah.
Okay. So that will be his strength against the effect. Of course, he has a -5 because poison ivy. So yes, he is definitely grabbed by it. Typically, pulling him back up, I would make an action. So if you want to either spend a hero point or go fatigued, you can do that.
I'll go ahead and spend the hero point.
Okay. If you go down right above your name, yeah. Cool.
I don't know why it's gigantic, but
Yeah, sometimes
Alright.
it's that and sometimes it's small. It's weird.
okay.
All right.
So I'm gonna pull him up and drop down to the dock.
So you pulled him up and then you dropped down.
Yeah. So kind of like that,
Ah, okay.
Typical Queen
and then
style.
just tie him or tie the rope down here or the cable down here.
Well, that would take another action. So right now, for
I'll
this
just hold
round, you're just holding it.
I'll just hold it.
All right, Liam. The guy you were attacking just got pulled up by a rope and is now dangling off the crane arm.
Liam just kind of looks around at everything and says, Well, who are you people? Where am I at? What is all this?
Now, you do remember that in your wanderings, you came to a place called Cape City. It's on the coast of Delaware.
Mhm.
You were trying to get away from the people that were following you. And as you were wandering around, about to go get something to eat, you got darted in the neck. And the next thing you know, you woke up in a bag.
It's my turn.
Okay. He is foolishly going to try to escape the bolo arrow. I don't think it's mechanically possible, but okay, he did not. And that's his round. Keeney.
Keeney just says in that weird voice, we're stopping them from taking you.
Robert,
but
I'm
you're
sorry. I
already
saw the
altered.
message you sent. Yes, these are the docks that boats would come and go from the island that you came from.
Gotcha.
These were the docks that you came into when you made it back to town.
Gotcha.
Is there a
Okay,
sunken
thank you.
ship, a sunken sailboat in the water there? No, we already
Oh,
cleared.
that got cleared out.
Yeah, that already got cleared out.
Yeah.
And that was.
We were trying to stop them from taking you to be transformed.
Looks like we're late on that matter.
And that's all he's saying.
I think I can go ahead and take us out of initiative.
Okay.
And just sort of go around and what's everybody want to do? Who's saying what to who? And
Oh. Keeney's walking over to the guy that's suspended.
he's
You
about
should've-
20 feet up.
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking up and said you should have surveyed.
You'll notice as Liam kind of takes one long leg and extends it down from the roof of the van and kind of hops to the pier, there's this kind of luminescent glow against his scale and feathers as his body shifts in color, orienting more towards the background of which he's placed again at the time. And so as he moves, he's constantly kind of harder to see. And he looks back over to you because you've spoken to him and says, transformed. Well, they don't got to be doing none of that. I've been like this for years.
Sorry. They took us and we came out different.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I know what it's like. That's why I try to stay on my own and stay out of people's way. I like to get back to it. Where am I at? How far did they take me?
Where did Lucas go? I put him on top of the van. He just vanished.
He's under the van.
Is
They're
he?
under the van.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why yours went under the van, but everybody else is
Well,
above.
Lucas jumps to the top of the van and narrows in. I mean, all that Aku sees is the red eyes inside the hood. What's your story?
Just silence. I don't really know what to make of this group.
Lucas, where's your bike?
My bike?
Mm-hmm.
Lucas doesn't have a bike.
Oh, well, how did you... I mean, you got here...
I ran.
Oh, yeah. Actually, do you have your my clothes?
Oh, yeah. Pull them out of my jacket and drop them on
Okay.
my... ground in front
And
of it.
I will change back to a naked 18-year-old boy.
I am gonna do similarly, and I'm gonna start taking the clothes off the werewolf guy, or see if they got anything in the back of the van, because I'm not gonna stay like this.
Wait,
Yeah,
you've
you
been
can
able to do
take this one.
Okay.
so you've been able to do this for years?
Yeah, it's been maybe 5-6 years I've been able to change things. It started off small. Over a year or two, though, I could pretty much control my whole body.
Oh, so nobody did this to you?
If they did, I wasn't aware of it. And if they did, it'd be rightly weird because I kind of set out there on my own. I don't like
Okay.
technology and all the gadgets and noise. People are fine, but they're a lot to handle. Nature's a lot easier. It's a lot simpler out there by yourself. That said, I thank you for kind of helping me out of this situation. I wouldn't have wanted to go anywhere where they were taking me.
Yeah, you don't want to go to the island.
No, that facility
The
out
guy
there
that's,
is not
that's
fun.
hanging up there says, all right, can you let me down at least?
No.
Well, are you gonna talk a little bit?
Well, I didn't hang him up there, so I'm not going to let him down.
And you rightly look a little bit better in the face when you got blood going on. You're pale. At least now you look flushed.
I'll
Asshole.
talk. You may not like what I have to say.
So I'll just promptly shoot the cable.
I'll let him
All
fall.
right.
I ain't going to catch him.
Yeah, he falls hard. He's like, ow.
Is this fella
Aw.
with y'all too? This
Doesn't smell
No.
familiar.
He's
Robin Hood?
Oh, I don't know him.
No. He hasn't spoken yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi.
Are you, well, obviously you're not with them.
Yeah.
And with that, I will actually stand up and I guess pull my hood back. And I don't look quite as feral anymore.
So to the guard that's on the ground. So who do you work for?
I'm not at liberty to say.
All right, I'm gonna shoot him in the leg.
All right. Ow! Come on!
Don't know who he is, but I'm beginning to like him.
You really don't want to see me when I get mad. Okay? So
It still itches.
but that's not even the worst thing. Actually I didn't even know that until just a few minutes ago. But anyway, you're kidnapping people for experimentation.
Okay, so you already know.
Yes. Who do you work for?
Not knock another arrow.
I jump down and wiggle the arrow in his leg if he doesn't answer.
Ow! Come on! Look,
Okay.
this goes real bad for me if I talk.
And it's going to go even worse for you.
How do you mean
You don't.
it'll go bad for you if you talk?
And I start walking over, and I take out an arrow, and I stab it near his head, and it starts blinking. And I say, talk fast.
He's like, okay, some of you escaped.
Yes, we've got that part already handled.
Yes. And you probably saw the people I dropped from a half mile.
Yeah. That was a bit much, let's be honest.
Well,
But
I was kind of
okay. If you had stayed and let them finish, they would have offered you a chance to work for them.
I pan
Why
them
not?
on looking at a watch.
Why not ask us to begin
I'm
with?
talking.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's a mouse. Here's a little pitter patter of his little feet.
I have a problem with hospitals and clinics.
I didn't know that, and I didn't grab you.
No, but you grabbed him.
Yeah. Excuse me, do you have a problem with hospitals or clinics? Beardy guy? Other beardy guy?
Now, I just told you I don't like people and lights and all this bullshit. What makes you think I like a hospital? That's the worst of it all. You know how many people get sick in there and die? And then that spreads to the next person, then they get sick and they die? Which is probably about to happen to you. You're going to get sick and you're going to die.
The beeping intensifies.
I'm talking. Make this stop. I don't like the implication of what's going to happen when this goes from beepy to tone.
And I don't like hospitals either.
Pretty
so
sure the
start
white
talking.
van's going to
I'm
turn
fucking
red.
talking. Ask direct questions.
Don't
Why?
explain it all. Talk as fast as you can.
Or
Why
Right.
take homeless people off the street?
Emory Hadrick Laboratories.
okay. Laboratories.
They collect people that no one's gonna miss. They do experimentations on them to see if they can produce powers in them. If they do, typically they put them to work to see what the limits of those powers are. If they find out that they work, they do some more testing to see if they can replicate those powers. If they can replicate those powers, they can sell it to governments. They can field super armies or have their own super powered people to do whatever the fuck governments do with super powered people.
Hey, Lucas, I ran away when I was in 8th grade. I'm taking all of this as bad.
I mean, yeah, you don't just arbitrarily kidnap people, test on them, and then think after the fact, oh, hey, I'll offer you a job. No. Ask for volunteers.
Well, I'm thinking more of
Work for me.
armies of super people.
Yeah, that's not good either. I mean,
So are you,
armies and war and all that's not good to begin with, let alone dousing them with what we were doused with.
wait, were you one of the recipients, or were you one of the experimentees, or a recipient of one of the powers?
Both. They experiment on you, and that's how you get the powers.
Did you
I thought you said they were
volunteer,
trying to
or were you
refine it so they
kidnapped?
could give those powers to someone else.
It's all part of the process. Like they,
Okay,
if they
I've touched.
if they do something to someone, if they get someone who has powers and they can replicate those powers so that they know what they're going to get, then they can sell that and they know what they're selling.
Yeah, that sounds
But if
really
it's
bad.
just random, I mean, it's not great, but it's not like they're the only ones.
I'll just get straight with you then. How'd you find me? And why were you looking for me in the first place?
Well, if you go in that van right there, we've got a clipboard with like half a dozen pictures on it. And we were told if we saw any of those people to bring them in.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk by, yank my arrow out of the dock, and open up the van and find the clipboard. And I'm just gonna start taking pictures of the pages with my phone.
Okay.
I'd like to know what your interest is in this. I mean, did they experiment on you too?
Maybe you lost a loved one to them or something?
Okay, when I'm done doing this, I'm just gonna step out of the van, say no, and then I'm gonna shoot the guy in the head.
Oh,
Seems
Okay.
like there's
Okay.
some sort of animosity there. I mean, I'm not a counselor or nothing. I mean, I did have to see one at the end of last tour, but
I'm sensing some hostility here.
yeah, there's some issue there that you might want to work through. Maybe.
Do I have a shot at the other guy as well?
You would have to go around to the other side of the van to get him.
Okay, well that's fine. I'll do that.
Weren't you following these guys for some reason?
Information.
And
No, I got it.
what information did you need? I mean,
And I pull out my phone and I read what is it, Emory whatever Labs?
Emery Hadrick.
Emory Hadrick Labs. It's more than I had before.
well,
Yeah, but why do you want to know this? I mean, we can take you over to the island. I mean, I know the way out of one of their labs.
yeah, we were kind of like a guest to their facilities for we don't know how long, but not too long ago.
It was about 5 months.
Oh, we've been out for 5 months?
No, you were in there for 5 months. You've been back for probably about 3 weeks,
Okay.
I think.
And I just say, like, thanks, but I need to do some more recon.
Okay. Are you trying to shut them down?
And I'm just gonna turn around and say with just absolute fucking sincerity, I'm trying to make the world a better place.
Okay. Well, okay. Goodbye. And
Yeah.
as he waves, those of you who are still looking this way, it's very clear he doesn't have, Heaney does not have all his fingers.
When did that happen?
Hmm?
Your
Oh,
friend?
you know.
Oh, something that has already happened to you? The past
Yeah,
experiment?
that's something that's already happened to me. That's just part of the back.
Did you leave the clipboard in the van?
Yeah, of course. I just took pictures of it.
Yeah, well, I will go look at it and check the pictures myself.
Okay. As you flip through, you see pictures of Liam. You see pictures of Kenny Starson. You see pictures of Sammy. And like 3 other people that you don't know.
Okay, I don't see Kenny's or mine.
No.
Alright, next to Liam's, is there any documentation? Like captured or in custody or anything like that?
No, not yet. They just got in.
All
What
right.
about the others?
Yeah, is there any documentation on any of the others?
No, nothing. Nothing on the clipboard. Nothing you can see in the van.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm gonna listen. Do I hear any sirens or anything? Because I know no gunshots went off, but still, you never know. Somebody called something in.
Yeah, there was a dinosaur screeching.
Yeah, but I mean, who hasn't heard that? And the sounds going off were not gunshots. They were more like tranquilizer dart guns, so high pressure air guns. So that didn't make a lot of noise.
All right, I'm gonna check the boat out, see if there's anything on it of any importance.
There's charts, there's food and water, sleeping space, not a lot, but sleeping space, and a laptop.
All right, I'm going to swipe the laptop, food and water, anything else, bedding material, And
Sure,
I'm gonna
yeah.
throw it all.
Sleeping bags and an inflatable mattress.
Yeah, throw it all in the back of the van.
Liam looks to all y'all and says,
Why did? Oh, go on.
well, I just want to thank you all for saving me, and whether you're monster duo or edgelord Robin Hood, from here on out, if you need help, feel free to get in contact with me. That said,
You got a place to stay?
I keep a little small farm, little RV like set up in the woods, decent ways out of town.
I will toss him one of the radios from the two guys that are here, so I'm sure they have them.
Yeah.
The best I can do is, if y'all hear more about shit like this happening, I don't mind tagging in. I'm a bit of a loner myself, but I don't want to see nobody end up like this.
Well,
I didn't choose this myself. It just happened, you know.
well, we're looking for these two here. They're friends of ours that escaped the same time we did. And I'll point out Sammy and Kenny Starr's picture.
I'll keep an eye out for them. I tend to come in town maybe once or twice a month, grab provisions that I need, knickknacks and things, and outside of that, most of my stuff's pretty much, I can take care of my own.
You sure your farm or whatever this is safe? Where were you at when they caught you?
No, I was coming into town to do that once a month kind of thing, and
Do you do that?
I guess I got lazy. I dropped in at that diner down there on 5th. There's a pretty little gal there, and I chat her up every now and then when I'm in town, and then on my way out, that's when they got me. Something hit me in the side of the neck.
Yeah, no, it was for me. It was poisoned food.
I'd likely say that Cape City probably isn't safe for the likes of us, given how much attention they have on this pier and the people.
Yeah.
I don't know really if anywhere is safe if they got governments and stuff like that involved. It's all above my head. I mean, as much as I know, I just stay out, plant some potatoes. This is all real big kind of zone things for me. Again, yeah, like I said, if you need help, I can use a radio. I'll give y'all a holler if I need help myself. But unless this gets, hopefully this quiets down. But unless it gets
I don't
real
think
big,
it will, but we're trying to monitor it here on our end. For levity's sake, we're going to have to shut down here shortly due to
All right.
issues. But what mainly I want to do is strip these guys, put them in the boat, cast the boat off, knock the windshield out of the van, find the GPS tracker, because some tinfoil hat guy told me all these vans have those, and yank it loose or pull it out, disconnect it, and take the van back somewhere near where we can use it for whatever we need to.
Is Aku still around, or did Aku leave already?
Aku bailed.
Did Aku leave anything on any of us that we need to know about? Or, well, we're probably not going to know about it till you find the van that you've got a tracker on.
Yeah. Well, that was that van.
Yes, that's the one we
They
took.
should,
We don't know about the tracker.
But no, you don't. That's right. Forgot about that.
right?
Make a perception or investigation check to go over the van.
And while you all are doing that, Beanie is going to say, I'm Keeney. That's Lucas.
My name's Liam. Before we get going, I don't mind helping you kind of make sure this thing's on the up and up. And if y'all wouldn't mind giving me a ride back to town, and I can take things from there.
Sure.
That
Now,
sounds fine.
unless you have an issue with it, Kenny, I don't think we have a problem showing him a safe place in town to be, right?
Nope, that's fine too.
So we'll take him back to town, show him where our place is at, and then leave him to his own devices, I guess.
Okay, Liam, you do find the tracker that's on the van.
I'm not
And-
too rightly smart with things, but I know a car. What is that?
Doesn't look familiar to me.
You want me to pull it?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's do that because I don't know if it was something that these idiots that are now dead in the boat floating away did, or something else.
Liam, do you have technology?
No.
Okay. Anybody, whoever cares to, roll me an intellect check to remove this.
Oh, I was just gonna yank on it till it gave.
It's pretty much all Luke is going to do: take his claws and pry it off.
All right. You take your claws and pry it off, and unless there's anything anybody else wants to do before we wrap it up, that's where we will end it.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
that sounds fine.
you can join
Sounds
us next Monday to continue this little adventure. Do we find Sammy? Do we find Kenny? Does Liam and Aku make another appearance? Do we screw up another one of Aku's little investigations by chance? You can join us next Monday to find out for sure, 7 o'clock. If you can't wait till then for your tabletop RPG needs, we'll be back Wednesday night for some organized play. I believe we're still in Unhallowed Data. And then Sunday we'll be back for our Kingsman Stones, so you can join us for both of those as well. Remember, we're in this adventure called Life together, ladies and gentlemen, so please keep that golden rule of mine. Treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.